All right, let's go to 2007 Bay 101 Shooting Star main event. You finished in 8th place.
Why did you bring that up?
I was there, and I've never seen you look so disappointed.
Yeah.
Why did that finish affect you like that?
Well, I mean, you know, I really hadn't had a lot of cashes or a whole lot of success since the World Series. So that was that tournament was just going really well for me. I had the chip lead from day 2, day 3. My friends were there supporting me, and it was just it was pretty smooth. And then, I can't say that I got unlucky or anything. Really, when I got down to 8, 10 people, I just kind of mentally I was oh shit, what if I don't make the final table? The TV table, that's so big, I have a lot of chips. And I just started playing uber aggressive, and 3-betting JJ Lou with nothing, stupid stuff. And just because it was that, and I kind of just gave it away, that it was it was tough to take. And I mean, the last hand I got outdrawn too, but to get up to that point was me just kind of not learning to just slow down, sort of.
I remember you came and sat next to me in the chair while the hand was going on, and you're just nope, I can't look.
I remember. I mean, I had ace-10 versus ace-6, and I just kind of came over, and I was I kind of knew it was coming, I don't know if that's why it happened, but it's everything was going bad, and I kind of manufactured it, so I felt that was the last hand. And
that's poker. I bet it'll happen a million more times.
It might. Yeah. But hopefully next time, I mean, I'm going to hold on to the chip lead. I'm getting better at that. So it's a learning experience.
Of course. Yeah. On June 3rd, 2007, Steve Villarakis took the first place in the $5,000 mixed hold'em, breaking your record as the youngest WSOP bracelet winner. How much did that record mean to you?
I mean, it meant a lot to me because that was my introduction into poker. That's what I was known as. But really, the record itself, when he won, it's not really I wasn't disappointed or I wasn't really angry about anything. It was more just, it was kind of an end of an era, and I had my time, and I knew it was going to get broken eventually. I was kind of just surprised that it happened the first event of the next series. So, and I mean that's already been broken too by Annette Oberstad. So. It meant a lot, but it didn't mean so much that when I lost it, it was the end of the world or anything like that.
Right. You actually watched that final table. I saw you in the stands. Why is that?
Yeah, I mean, well, it was important. I watched most of it. I think I left near the end just because it was kind of symbolic. I was oh, whatever. This is the end of my reign, I guess. And and I'm also a friend of Greg Mueller, so kind of supporting him too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that you've been through 2006, 2007 World Series, what do you think you've learned from the combined experience of both years?
Well, I mean, I'd say I've learned more in the last, year and a half than I've learned in 21 years before that, just poker-wise, being able to take the swings. If you have a really bad month, it doesn't mean that it's always like that. If you have a really good month, you can't really expect to always have that good a month. So you have to be able to take the swings. And, I don't know, I've just met a lot of people and really experienced a lot of things in a short amount of time that I'm thankful for. So it's kind of making me a better player and a better person too.
Right. Did you think when you won those bracelets and it was your first year, it was your first time coming in, did you feel this is going to happen all the time?
Yeah.
You did?
Well, no, I mean, I can't really think that, but honestly, I got lucky and, you have to get lucky to win tournaments, whatever, but, I was really just playing how I could play poker. So I would say that part of me knew that I would be winning a lot in the future, but I knew it couldn't, can't win 2 bracelets a month. It doesn't work like that. But I feel if I played as good as I did then, or my mind was in the same place, then I would be, winning a lot more money currently. But, right now it's just about me learning the circuit and the ups and downs and stuff like that.
Last year, you moved into your own house in Vegas. Mm-hmm. How's adult life treating you, being on your own?
Well, I don't know if living in Vegas is really an adult. Yeah, it's where adults come to be kids, right? But no, it's good. Just freedom is good. I mean, I love my family, whatever. But it's good to finally make my own decisions and just kind of do my own thing. And poker gives you a lot of freedom. I can do whatever I want in my life. I don't have to play poker. I have other interests, so. Music, film, whatever. We'll see where it goes, but it's all on me. So.
Well, you actually live next door to fellow bracelet winner Brandon Cantu. Mm-hmm. You guys are the best of friends. How'd you guys become friends?
I mean, I don't know if I remember how we first became friends. You know, in poker, you just kind of are walking around and you just meet like, hey, I don't even know where we first met, but I remember him like pretty early on telling me that he was getting a new place in Vegas, like in a new neighborhood. And I kind of just decided like in a few days, like why not? I mean, I'm a poker player. This is the poker capital of the world, so it was a decision I made. But I think it was a really good decision, looking back.
Right. Yeah. Unlike a lot of the younger players, you came up playing mostly live, opposed to online.
Right.
So what do you think is the biggest difference between you and these online kids now?
I mean, I would say you play online, you get a lot more hands in, but I have a lot more live experience, and I think, you really can't manufacture certain things like online that you get live, like the certain feel for hands and like, tells. Like I feel like I've become good at reading people just because, since I was 18, I played in a live setting, and most kids probably just played online. So, and you probably learn more patience too. I mean, you play less hands, you have to kind of sit back more, and you can't play 5 tables at once. So, I would say there's advantages and disadvantages to each.
Right. How do you think it is being young and having money in the poker world?
Well, tough is a weird word. I mean, it doesn't sound tough, but it's like, if you don't manage it right, then when it's going away or when you like things change, you get flustered and it can kind of affect you. So it's not tough, it's fun, but you got to be smart about it or it can turn around on you.
I know a lot of young people who said, I won and I just lost all my money because I bought all this stuff and I did all these things. You don't think you fall in that category?
No, I mean, I made some purchases, I guess, like a couple things, but I've been pretty smart about it. I mean, I've been playing on the circuit for a year and a half now on that money and done a lot of things, so I've been smart about it. I'm glad I don't play cash games too much, or else, there'd be more chance for me to tilt and just lose all of it way quicker, so I'm smart about it.
All right. Do you still feel like you need to prove yourself in poker?
Yeah, I think everybody constantly is trying to prove themselves, and I mean, I don't really feel like I have to. I feel like I have respect from a lot of people, but when you come in your first month, you do that well, I'm ready to just like show everybody that I can do it again. So just kind of waiting for that opportunity, and there's a lot of them. I just feel like it's a matter of time.
Alrighty. What are you most looking forward to as your poker career continues? More bracelets? What you want?
Of course, more bracelets. I mean, eventually maybe having 20 or whatever, but I'll be playing for a long time, so really just kind of traveling, I think, would be the biggest thing. Like before this, I had hardly been anywhere, not really Europe or anything, so poker will kind of let me travel around and see the world. I think that's one thing I'm looking forward to.
Do you see yourself being a part of poker forever?
Forever, yeah, I think so. Just because, to be part of poker, you don't have to always be playing, or even you can take breaks. You can leave for a few months and do other things. So I feel like I'll always be around. Despite how I do or what happens, I'll be here.